I'll wait for some people to join here. Hopefully you can hear me because it's raining like crazy. But yeah. Hopefully we can get some people to join here. Hello to whoever joined. Got a like. Everything's just falling. Yeah, I'm just working on this four-wheeler right now because it's raining outside. Diagnosing of all these wires. Whoever did this job is kind of interesting. They put like a box right here with all the fuses and stuff, and they got all the wires running everywhere. I gotta get a new battery from Harbor Freight because this one is shot completely, so I can't tell if there's power yet. Hopefully nothing's wrong with all this wiring here because that looks really annoying to deal with if something is. But yeah, these wires don't look terrible. I brushed them up a little bit though. And these ones right here go to the winch. I was told the winch works, but not for sure yet. They don't look terrible, everything's just really dirty. So I'll give it a wash after I'm done. Got the carburetor off there though, I'll show in a second. Just gonna grab my Allen wrench here to take this one off. This battery's toast. Go. Come on. Almost there. There we go. I had to make... Oh, the battery almost just fell. Whoops. I had to make custom screws right here because the other ones are too short for these terminals, so it wouldn't even connect into the screw. But I'm going to get this exact battery just new because this one got left outside in the winter by someone on accident, so it's kind of toast, but whatever. Where did those other screws go? Dude, I hate these battery terminal screws. They're always getting lost. Whatever, I'll look for that later. This battery tray really needs to be cleaned up. Super rusty and corroded. This chunk literally just fell right out of it. So I'll have to clean that up too. But whatever. So yeah, that's that. And here it's not terrible. I just have the intake of where the carb goes in plugged right now, so nothing gets in there. I think the gas lines are actually decent. When I emptied out the gas, it didn't look terrible. So gas tank's empty. This one just takes 2 strokes. It's like the premium gas in there, and then 2-stroke Oil goes in there. So I had some oil in it, but I'm going to empty that out. It's just a piece of the air box and stuff. Not too bad. Other piece right here. Got to clean that up and clean that up. But carburetor over here actually is decent. I already cleaned it and stuff. Murkini, so it is the original one, I'm pretty sure. The air filter somehow isn't even that bad. I think it's actually savable for now. It almost looks kind of new somehow, which is kind of crazy. And I just cleaned out these lines and stuff and whatever. But yeah, this four-wheeler still gonna need some other work. I haven't decided what I'm even gonna do with it when I get running. I might just use it as like a beater or something on the trails. This bar got like completely bent. It's gonna be tricky to bend back. So chain is super rusty and stuff down there. It's gonna need oiling. Suspension, I don't even know. It works, but needs a little bit. So the plastics are in okay shape, but no badges on anything. It's supposed to say Polaris Explorer 400, but as you can see, it's faded completely right there. All gone, but I'm gonna clean it up and see how it cleans up. So probably take all these plastics off. No pull start. I wish it really had pull start because I don't know if the electric start's all gonna work. So that's that. And yeah, it's got a winch on here. I think it's a tracker. Yeah, it's a tracker. Now I was told it works. It hasn't worked in a while though. So it's got mini LED lights right here instead of the headlights, which is kind of neat. I think those work too, hopefully. But you know, it's been sitting for a while. But it's got one flat tire right here, but I'm hoping my uncle actually has these other set of tires in his shed. I don't know if they're for this or not. I asked him if they would come with this. Be nice if I could get them for free too. Get some new tires on this thing if it does get running, but yeah. So. Oh yeah, what's up, con man? Yeah, thanks for the advice. Yeah, I know. The air filter's so clean, even though it's sat, so it means like not much junk got in it. It was covered for most of the time, so yeah, if it's that clean, and the carburetor's that clean, and the inside is pretty clean too, should run pretty decent when you get it running and stuff after I figure out the battery situation. So yeah, that's that. How are you doing then? Hey, I got 5 people in here. Oh, no, I got 3. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's kind of gonna rain here for like 3 days straight, so I ain't got too much to do besides just work on this and do some other work and whatever, but that's just that. It's always raining here at this time of the year, so it says we're supposed to get some more snow, but not too happy about that, but whatever. Oh, I'm in Minnesota, so the weather is really wonky here. I bet it's pretty nice in Alabama. Yeah, it's Minnesota weather. It's always changing. One day it's 70 degrees, next it's 30 degrees and rain and snow. That's where we're at right now. So get a few nice days of spring to do whatever, and then you kind of gotta switch over and just chill. But yeah, I've never been to Alabama yet, but one of these times we'll get down there. Hopefully, good surfer is doing all good and stuff. Heard he got sick and stuff, but yeah, maybe I'm not missing too much, but ain't too fun in Minnesota. I mean, it's fine, but not the best. these off here for now. Check out this mini tool chest though. It's from Harbor Freight. It's kind of cool. Just put some other small stuff in there. Yeah, I bet it does. Weather can get crazy sometimes. But it gets pretty hot down there and stuff too. Yeah, these don't look terrible. A little bit of gunk in them, but I already sprayed some carb cleaner. Everything just goes right through them, so should all be good. The carburetor itself, it's pretty clean. Outside needs a little bit more cleaning, but yeah. Yeah, 85 degrees, that's pretty crazy. Haven't even seen that here this whole year yet. Got like 74, I think, one time, which is pretty warm, but yeah. Yeah, 27 to 85 is crazy. It's kind of how it goes in the winter. Drastic weather changes and stuff, but yeah. Oof, these are dirty. Yeah, carburetor is pretty clean. But yeah, I'm thinking it'll run. I'm hoping I can at least figure out the electric start because it's kind of weird on this thing. Somebody did custom switches right here, even though they're supposed to be like a whole entire thing up here with all the switches. So it all got customized. The wiring down here, I mean, it's dirty, but like, I don't know, it's all different. I had a different Explorer and everything was different than this. Kind of. It didn't have a box right here. It's probably because they put on a winch. So they redid everything. None of this is here and it was just straight wires going through rather than all this. I mean, I get it, but that's pretty dirty. Probably gonna need all to be cleaned up. Especially that battery tray. I think Harbor Freight has batteries pretty cheap though, like 40 bucks I can get just to test. Cause that one, I guess it's dead. Got left outside or something, and then it got cooked, but that's fine, so, yeah. This is an old battery that was on it that sat for like 10 years. That one's completely toast. Seat's got rip in it, but I think it'll clean up okay. And here's the back plastic piece and stuff, but, yeah. Hopefully I'll get it running soon. Then I, still got my truck that I'm working on. Runs for like 45 seconds really well. That just sputters off and dies. So, gonna need some advice on that one, but I'm still figuring it out. Wait until I get good enough weather so I can actually work on it freely and stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, stuff really gets rusty, especially here in Minnesota. And if you don't cover this stuff, it just gets real rusty. This thing was covered for like 10 years, but the previous owner, I think, he got it, my uncle got it in like a trade or something. I don't know how he traded this thing, but yeah. Needs some stuff. Yeah, at least. But yeah, it was free, so. Well, he said if I get it running, I can have it for free, so. I think it'll easily run though after done and stuff. He just said run, doesn't even need to drive, but I still think the clutch and everything's good. It feels good and stuff, but this one's just an automatic. But yeah, that's that. Exhaust is pretty dirty too. No, it's not terrible, it's just kind of rusty, but yeah. Hoping this winch works. If this winch works, that'd be pretty sweet, so I can try to winch out this log that's in the back of the river. We have a fishing spot down by the river, and there's a giant log in there that's taking all of our lures every time, so yeah. It's a 400, so pretty decent size. But yeah, the 400 liquid cooled. All the badges are just ripped off. You can't really see it, I guess, but yeah, it's the 400, so 2-stroke, but it's not really a small one, but yeah. I'm surprised that only this tire's flat too. Usually most of them are, but somehow this one's the only one. There's actually still some tread on these, surprisingly too. Yeah, 400's pretty good size. Kind of mad. I'm not mad, but it's kind of crazy. We used to have a nicer Explorer 400, but we sold it because the clutch blew on it, and we were just gonna get something else. And then of course I get this one, and we could use the clutch from this one to fix the other one. Had a real good running one, but this one will probably run too. We actually used to have two, but the other one had a completely blown out clutch too. They both did, so it's kind of crazy how this is the only one with a good running clutch and stuff. But yeah, I think this one will run after a full tune-up and make sure all the wiring's right. Maybe I'll get a recoil for it so I can pull start it too, because pull start sometimes better than electric start on these old ones if it's finicky and stuff. Wonder if there's anything in here. Never even looked. No. Ain't much in there, but yeah, me too. Every time you get something fixed, something else breaks. Yeah, that's this car. You fix something on this Yukon XL, another thing breaks, like a ball joint or something. Same with this go-kart. You fix like 20 things on it, and then the wheel bearing just blew out an hour. I have no idea where to even get it fixed, because, I mean, this is the one that my little sisters like to drive around and stuff, but, yeah, I don't know where to get it fixed, because I was asking around, like, nobody around here fixes bearings, and I don't have anything to fix bearings, so that thing will sit for a little bit. But yeah, this mini bike never broke down yet, but I don't think it will. But yeah, cars, say, anytime you fix another thing likes to break down on them. Yeah, fix something small and something big goes, or your tire pops or something, but it's kind of annoying. Then all that stuff costs like $500 to fix. That's always nice. So it'd be nice if you can always fix it yourself. It's the best, but half of it you can't. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, at least that go-kart would be running good. We want to get like a bigger one rather than a small one like this, because this one can only go on the streets rather than going on the trails. We kind of want one that can go on the trails. We got this one for now so you could just whip around on it, but yeah, go-karts are pretty fun and stuff too. I like them better when they have the bar rails over them too, so they're a little bit safer, but this one's fine because it doesn't go too fast. It only goes like 25, I think. It's just got Predator 212 on it. Nothing modified besides the exhaust and air filter, but that don't do much. That's how it came, so that's that. But yeah, if I do get this four-wheeler running, probably just be a beater to drive around on. Nothing pretty, but if it drives, it drives. Probably use it for yard work and stuff, 'cause there's always yard work to be done, but yeah, that's it. Do you fish? Or nah? I don't know what fishing's like in Alabama, but oh, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of dirt roads is always good. When you go up north a little bit in Minnesota, there's a lot more dirt roads and stuff, but around here they're mostly paved, but on the highway there's a cool trail that we can go on that's all dirt roads that we sometimes drive on, but it's not very well kept, so sometimes it gets overgrown by grass, but that's fine. Oh yeah, it's cool that you fish. Yeah, fishing here in Minnesota is pretty decent. A lot of bass and pike and stuff, but yeah. My brother always wants to have a competition. He's like, "Oh, I bet I'm gonna catch more fish than you this year," but usually he loses a lure and then he kind of just wants to quit out and stuff. But yeah, you never know. Trying to teach my sisters how to fish and stuff too this year, but they're kind of interested. But sometimes they just want to go off and do whatever. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Just chill and fish and stuff. Hopefully, Good Surfer Eye is doing fine right now. I heard he got sick and stuff in one of his posts, but yeah, all that darn sickness going around at this time of the year. Holy cow, 14.8 pounds. That's huge. That's way more than anything I've caught. That's actually crazy. I bet that was giant. Yeah, I've heard in Alabama they got some good bass fishing there. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Bass are pretty good here. There's a lot of smallmouth and stuff here too. Pike are pretty good though. I've mainly caught bigger pike than bass. I've got some decent bass, but nothing really past 5 pounds yet. So that's cool, but yep. These are kind of my fishing poles for now for when we go in the back of the river and stuff, but hey, what's up, Urja? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but hopefully I am. 7 pounds is still pretty big though. It's pretty fun catching them big ones too, 'cause they fight like crazy. So, yeah. That's cool. Hey, I got 4 people in here. Oh, not 3. Yeah. Spring fishing will be pretty fun. Have you ever gone ice fishing? Well, I guess they probably don't really have too much of ice fishing down there, do they? I mean, oh, yeah. I guess the pike aren't really everywhere. They kind of like to be up north and stuff, but yeah, it's cool. A lot of big bass down there. That's still bass is kind of the best down there and stuff, but yeah, that was pretty crazy catching that 7 pounder. Probably felt like 20. Them big ones like to fight a lot. Yeah, is it a largemouth? I'm guessing. Yeah, it's cool. Smallies fight really hard, but they don't get too much bigger than. I mean, they get bigger, but like 3 or 4 pounds is pretty good for a smallmouth around here and stuff too. But when you get 5 or 6 pound ones, they fight like crazy. Flipping out of the water and all that stuff. But yeah, a few of my poles. My brother, though, when he likes to use my poles, usually he just, what we call is a rat nest, when he gets all line tangled up in there. And then I have to reline the whole pole all the time, because he's always doing that. But part of learning experience and stuff. But it's kind of funny when that happens. When I teach some new people how to fish and they accidentally get it tangled up. Do you use bait casters or open cast then? Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, open casts are usually the best. I've used a few bait casters. People say they're better, but I don't know. They're okay, but open cast just work the best. As long as you got a good open cast and a good rod, you're all set to go. But yeah. I guess I chose a odd time to go randomly live, but I didn't have too much going on, so I just went live and stuff. But my friend's always like, "Oh, I missed you live," and I'm like, "Whoops." But yeah. Well, I gotta go here soon. Sorry, I gotta end live and stuff, but got a few things I gotta do here then with the family and stuff. So yeah, catch you later, con man. All right, yeah, see you later. I'm just gonna end live here. I'll try to go live more when I can, but sometimes I just forget 'cause then something comes up. But yeah, catch you later.